I'm wearing $10,000 on my back when I walk into my parents' 40th anniversary party. Tom Ford, custom fit. The kind of power suit that makes men step aside in elevators without knowing why. The estate's beautiful. Of course it is. I own it. Well, technically, an LLC I created last month owns it, but let's not split hairs. Every white rose, every champagne fountain, every string quartet note floating through these marble halls, I paid for it. They have no idea. That's the thing about being invisible your whole life. You learn to move through spaces without leaving fingerprints. I take a champagne flute from a server. Krug, $200 a bottle. I should know. I approved the invoice. The ballroom doors are open. I can hear my mother's laugh. That specific pitch she reserves for people she's trying to impress. I've heard it at country clubs, charity galas, anywhere she needs to pretend our family is something we're not. Then I see it. The family portrait. 6 feet tall, professionally lit, positioned right at the entrance like it's the goddamn Mona Lisa. My mother, my father, my sister Marina, my brother Leo. And me? Oh, I'm there. Sort of. There's a sliver of black fabric on the right edge, part of a sleeve, maybe a shoulder. They cropped me out so cleanly you'd think I was a stranger who photobombed their perfect family moment. I stare at that fragment of myself. That's all I've ever been to them, isn't it? A piece they can't quite erase, but wish they could. Ava. My mother materializes beside me. Chanel suit, pearls that belonged to my grandmother. The same grandmother who left them to me in her will, but somehow they ended up around my mother's neck. Funny how that works. Mom. You came. She says it like I've just committed a social faux pas. Like showing up to my own parents' anniversary is presumptuous. Wouldn't miss it. 40 years. That's quite an achievement. Her smile tightens. Marina's making her announcement at 8. Her fiancé is from a very distinguished European family. Old money. Real aristocracy. Good for her. We need you to keep a low profile tonight. She touches my arm with 2 fingers, like I'm something she found on the sidewalk. Your success is wonderful, truly. But Marina's moment shouldn't be overshadowed by your situation. My situation. That's what she calls a tech company worth $400 million. A situation. What exactly would you like me to do, Mom? Stand in the corner? Wear a name tag that says, the disappointing one? Don't be dramatic. We just need you to play down the whole CEO thing. Marina's fiancé comes from a traditional family. They have certain expectations about women and ambition and you need me to pretend I'm poor so Marina's fake aristocrat doesn't get scared off? Her eyes flash. For a second, I see real anger. Not the polite disappointment she usually serves me. Actual rage. We need you to think about someone other than yourself for once. Your sister is building a life, a real life. Not just money and boardrooms and whatever it is you do all day. I run a company, Mom. I employ 300 people. I've been profiled in Forbes twice. Last month, I spoke at the UN about AI ethics. Yes, and that's very nice, dear. But Marina's getting married. To a count. He's not a real count. He has a title. He has a LinkedIn profile that says entrepreneur and a castle his family rents out for weddings. I had him investigated. She goes pale. You what? Due diligence. It's what I do. Did you know his family's broke? That castle? Mortgaged 3 times over. He's $22 million in debt. But sure, let's celebrate that Marina found a title with a bankruptcy attached to it. My mother's hand trembles on her champagne glass. You will not ruin this for her. I'm not trying to ruin anything. I'm just tired of being erased. I gestured to the portrait. You cut me out of the family photo, Mom. Literally cut me out. Like I'm something shameful. We needed a cohesive aesthetic for the evening. I'm your daughter. And Marina is my daughter too, the one who calls every week, who visits for holidays, who doesn't throw money at us and disappear. That lands like a slap, because it's true. I do throw money at them, lots of it. The mortgage on their house? Mine. Dad's medical bills last year? Mine. Marina's credit card debt? Also mine, though she doesn't know that. I pay for everything, I say quietly. Everything. This party, your lifestyle, the cars, the club memberships. Nobody asked you to do that. You didn't have to ask. You just spent. And when the bills came, who do you think covered them? We're grateful, don't. My voice cuts through the music, sharp enough that a few guests glance our way. Don't you dare say you're grateful while standing in front of a portrait you cut me out of. My mother looks at me like I'm a stranger. Maybe I am. Excuse me, she says. I need to check on the caterers. She walks away, doesn't look back. I finish my champagne in one swallow. The bubbles burn going down. 40 years. That's how long they've been married. That's how long I've been trying to earn a place in this family. Tonight, that ends. Dinner is surf and turf. Wagyu beef, Maine lobster. The kind of meal that costs more per plate than most people spend on groceries in a month. I'm seated at table 12. Not the family table, not even close to it. I'm wedged between my mother's college roommate and someone's awkward nephew who keeps asking me if I'm single. From here, I can see my father at the head table. He's holding court, telling some story that has everyone laughing. He's good at that, making people laugh, making people love him. He catches my eye, raises his glass. I raise mine back. He has no idea what's coming. Between courses, Marina corners me near the restrooms. She's wearing Vera Wang. The dress alone probably cost 30 grand. I know because I've seen the credit card statement. The one with my name on it that somehow my father has access to. You look nice, she says. Thanks. That's a serious suit. It's a serious night, she laughs. It sounds nervous. Listen, I wanted to thank you for everything. I know you help Mom and Dad out financially sometimes, and I appreciate it. Sometimes. That's cute. Marina, do you remember freshman year at Stanford? My computer science project? She blinks. What? The algorithm. The predictive modeling software I built. It won the departmental prize. I guess? You graduated summa cum laude the next year. Your thesis was on predictive AI modeling. Her face goes very still. It was my code, Marina. My work. You took my laptop over Christmas break, remember? Said you needed to check your email. I don't know what You stole my research, my algorithms, my entire framework. You changed a few variables and submitted it as your own work. That's insane. I have the original files, time-stamped. I also have your thesis. I had a forensic analyst compare them. 93% identical code structure. She steps back. Why are you bringing this up now? Because I'm tired of being the ghost in this family. The one everyone uses but nobody sees. I didn't use you. You built your entire academic career on my work. You got into Wharton because of that thesis. Your first job at Goldman? That was because of your groundbreaking research in AI. My research. Tears well in her eyes. Real or fake, I can't tell anymore. Please don't do this tonight, she whispers. Please, I'm trying to build something here. On my foundation. Again. She reaches for my hand. I pull away. We're family, she says. Family, I repeat. Right. I walk back to table 12. The nephew is talking about crypto. I tune him out. Dessert arrives. Chocolate souffle. Perfect, of course. Everything my mother touches looks perfect on the surface. Then my father stands, taps his glass. The room goes quiet. Thank you all for being here tonight, he says. His voice carries that warm, authoritative tone that made him successful in sales. 40 years ago, I married the most incredible woman in the world. Everyone applauds. My mother dabs at her eyes. We've been blessed with 3 amazing children. Leo, who's making his mark in medicine. Marina, who just got engaged to a wonderful man. More applause. Marina blushes. Her fiancé, the fake count, stands and waves. And Ava, Ava's here too. Laughter, like I'm the punchline to a joke I didn't know I was part of. Tonight, I want to announce something special. My father continues. Margaret and I have decided to establish a family trust, a legacy fund for the next generation. I see my mother's face. She's beaming. This trust will ensure our family's future, and we've decided that Marina will be the primary trustee and beneficiary. The room erupts in applause. I sit very, very still. Marina has always been the heart of this family, my father says. Her commitment to family values, her grace, her dedication. These are the qualities we want to preserve for generations. I know that trust. I know it because I've been funding it for 6 years. $5,000 a month, automatically transferred from my account to theirs. They called it a retirement fund. Said they were setting money aside for their golden years. $120,000 plus compound interest. All going to Marina. Speech! Someone shouts. Marina stands, walks to the microphone. She's crying now, definitely crying. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Mom. I promise to honor this trust and everything our family stands for. She doesn't look at me. Neither does my father. But my mother does. For just a second, our eyes meet across the room. She knows I know, and she doesn't care. That's when my phone buzzes. A text from my attorney. Documents filed. Warrants issued. It's done. I set down my fork, stand up, smooth my $10,000 suit. Time to remind them I'm not a ghost. I'm the reckoning. I don't wait for Marina to finish her speech. I walk straight to the front of the room. The quartet stops playing. Conversations die mid-sentence. My mother's face goes white. I take the microphone from my sister's hand. She doesn't resist, just stares at me like I've grown a second head. Hi, everyone, I say. My voice is steady, calm. I'm Ava, the daughter who isn't in the family portrait. Nervous laughter ripples through the crowd. I want to thank you all for coming tonight. It means a lot, especially since I paid for every single thing you're experiencing right now. Silence. Complete silence. This estate? I own it. The food, the champagne, the flowers, the music, all me. The family trust my father just mentioned? That's my money too. $120,000 of it, transferred monthly from my account to theirs for 6 years. My father stands. Ava, this isn't. Sit down, Dad. Something in my voice makes him sit. I have been the invisible one in this family my entire life. The one who sends money but doesn't get invited to holidays. The one who pays your mortgage while you cut me out of family photos. And you know what? I accepted that. I thought maybe if I was successful enough, rich enough, helpful enough, you'd finally see me. My mother's crying. I don't care. But tonight, I realized something. You do see me. You've always seen me. You just see me as a bank account with legs. I turned to Marina. You stole my research in college, my algorithms, my code. You built your entire career on my work, and when I confronted you 20 minutes ago, you begged me not to ruin your night. Marina's face crumbles. And Dad? I look at my father. You want to know something funny? I found out last month that you've been taking out loans in my name, using my credit, my social security number. You've racked up $217,000 in debt that I'm legally responsible for. If my company gets audited and they find that debt tied to my identity, I could face criminal charges. But you didn't think about that, did you? You just saw an opportunity. My father's mouth opens, closes. No words come out. So here's what's going to happen. I pull out my phone, pull up an email. 5 minutes ago, I filed a lawsuit against Marina for intellectual property theft. My lawyers have the evidence, the time-stamped files, the forensic analysis, everything. Marina makes a sound like a wounded animal. I've also filed fraud charges against you, Dad. Identity theft, credit fraud, the works. I have documentation of every loan, every forged signature, every lie. You can't do this, my mother says. Her voice shakes. We're your family. You're right. We are family. But family isn't supposed to be a one-way transaction where I give everything and you take everything, and I'm still not good enough to be in the goddamn photo. The ballroom doors open. 2 police officers walk in. My mother screams. Actually screams. Richard Chen, one officer says. My father doesn't move, doesn't speak. We need you to come with us. We have some questions about fraudulent loan applications. This is a mistake, my father says. He looks at me. Ava, tell them this is a mistake. I take a sip of champagne. Officers? That's him. They move toward my father. He backs away like a cornered animal. You're ruining us, my mother sobs. Your own family. How can you be so cruel? Cruel? I laugh. It sounds harsh even to my ears. I supported you for years, paid your bills, saved your house, funded your lifestyle, and you thanked me by erasing me. Marina grabs my arm. Please, please don't do this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I look at her. Really look at her. She's 29 years old. She's never worked for anything in her life. Everything she has, someone else gave her. You're sorry you got caught, I say. Not sorry for what you did. I'll make it right. You'll what? Give me credit for work you submitted 8 years ago? Pay me back with money you don't have? Apologize your way out of a federal lawsuit? We're sisters. You cropped me out of the family photo, Marina. Literally erased me. You don't get to play the sister card now. The officers have my father in handcuffs, Actual handcuffs. He's crying. I've never seen him cry.
Ava, please,
He says.
we can fix this. We'll pay you back.
You can't pay me back. You don't have anything. You never did. You just had me. I turn back to the crowd. 200 people staring at me like I'm a monster. Maybe I am.
The bar's still open. Drink up. I already paid for it.
I walk toward the exit. My heels click on marble. The sound echoes in the silence. Behind me, my mother's wailing. Marina's sobbing. My father's being read his Miranda rights. And me? I'm smiling. For the first time in 40 years, they can't ignore me. I'm not a ghost anymore. I'm a reckoning. 3 weeks later, I'm sitting in my office. Floor-to-ceiling windows, view of the city that never sleeps. My assistant keeps the coffee coming and the world at bay. My phone hasn't stopped ringing. Reporters want interviews. My father's lawyer wants to negotiate. My mother's sister, an aunt I haven't spoken to in 10 years, wants to tell me I'm going to hell. I let it all go to voicemail. The lawsuit against Marina is proceeding. My lawyers say it's airtight. She'll probably settle, pay me a symbolic amount, issue a public apology. Her reputation is already destroyed. The fake count broke off the engagement 3 days after the party. Turns out aristocrats, even fake ones, don't like being associated with academic fraud. My father's facing criminal charges, identity theft, fraud. The DA is pushing for jail time because apparently using your daughter's identity to secure illegal loans is frowned upon in the legal community. Who knew? My mother hasn't spoken to me. She did, however, issue a statement to their church community about how money corrupts family values and how success turned their eldest daughter into a monster. The irony is almost beautiful. I should feel victorious. I won. They're facing consequences for the first time in their lives. Justice is being served. So why do I feel so empty? My therapist says it's normal, that setting boundaries with toxic family members often comes with grief, that I'm mourning the family I never had while confronting the family I actually have. I told her I'm not mourning anything. I'm fine. She gave me that look therapists give when you're lying to yourself. There's a knock on my door. Come in. My assistant pokes her head in. You have a visitor. She doesn't have an appointment, but she says it's urgent. Who is it?
Marina Chen, your sister.
My chest tightens.
Tell her I'm busy.
She's been waiting for 2 hours. She says she won't leave until you see her. I close my eyes. Take a breath. Fine. 5 minutes. Marina walks in looking like she hasn't slept in days. Designer clothes, but they hang on her wrong, like she's shrinking inside them. Thank you for seeing me, she says. I don't offer her a chair. You have 5 minutes. I'm not here to ask you to drop the lawsuit. Good, because I'm not dropping it. I know. She wraps her arms around herself. I'm here to, I don't know, apologize? Explain? You stole my work and built a career on it. What's there to explain? I was jealous. Her voice breaks. You were always smarter, more talented. Mom and Dad talked about you like you were this impossible standard I could never reach. So you stole from me. So I tried to be you. Tears stream down her face. I thought if I could just achieve what you achieved, They look at me the way they looked at you. I laugh. It's bitter. They erased me from family photos, Marina. They used my money while treating me like an embarrassment. That's not admiration. I know. I see that now. But when we were kids, before you left, before all this, they were obsessed with your potential, your grades, your awards. I was the pretty one, the social one. You were the one who was going to change the world. And you hated me for it. I wanted to be you. She looks at me with red eyes. I still do. You're successful, independent. You don't need anyone. I needed my family. The words come out before I can stop them. Marina's face crumples. I know. And we failed you. I failed you. She drops to her knees. Actually drops to her knees right there on my office floor. Please, she sobs. Please forgive me. I'll do anything. I'll publicly admit what I did. I'll tank my own career. Get up. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was selfish and stupid and… Marina, get up. She looks up at me, mascara running down her face. I don't hate you, I say quietly. Hope flashes in her eyes. But I don't forgive you either. What you did, what all of you did, that's not something you apologize your way out of. Then what do I do? I look at my sister. Really look at her. She's 29 years old, and she has no idea who she is without our family's dysfunction to prop her up. You figure out who Marina Chen actually is. Not the one Mom and Dad created. Not the one trying to be me. You. I don't know how. Neither did I. But I learned. In therapy. Alone. Building something that was mine and only mine. I don't know if I can. That's not my problem anymore. The words land like a slap. Marina flinches. You're my sister, she whispers. No, I shake my head. You erased me from the family photo, remember? You don't get to decide we're sisters now that you need something from me. So that's it? We're just done? We've been done for a long time, Marina. You're just noticing now. She stands, wipes her face. For a second, I see something in her eyes. Not anger, not even hurt. Understanding. I hope someday you find what you're looking for, she says. I'm not looking for anything. Yes, you are. She walks to the door, stops. You're looking for a family that sees you. But Ava, you burned that bridge. Maybe they deserved it. Probably they did, but you're still standing on the ashes, alone. The door closes behind her. I stand at the window, look out at the city, my empire, my success, everything I built with my own hands. All of it feels very small suddenly. My phone buzzes. Another message from my mother's lawyer. I silence it. Marina was wrong about one thing. I'm not looking for a family that sees me. I'm learning to see myself. And that has to be enough, because it's all I have left.